Hello, I'm just about to do a quick little testimony. I'm actually sharing it with my daughter, but figured I would film it because, again, it's a testimony of how God always provides. This was back when my daughter was an infant, right? She was a baby, had just been born not too long ago. And me and my ex-husband had this car from a used car dealership. The car would be stop and start and all that stuff. Well, this one particular time, it stopped. It like died while I was at work. We ended up leaving it in a parking lot at work because there was nothing else we can do with it. And my job was okay with that. And at the same time, my boss, so gracious, was dropping me off, picking me up from work, her and one of my coworkers. God really provided, because I was to the point where I literally was about to just resign from the job. And I remember telling my boss, like, I can't do the job because I have no way out here, and like crying, but I love this job. And she was like, okay, I'll come and pick you up, drop you off. And so did my coworker. I'm like, okay, that would work great, at least until I get paid, then we could try to work something out. Well, since I didn't know what was going to be happening with the car, she opted for me to transfer. She's like, well, maybe we can get you to transfer to a site that's closer, because she really liked me. She felt like I added to the company. That was beautiful. I really love that. So in the midst of me getting ready to transfer, I had to do an interview. The car ended up breaking down. It stayed there for like 2-3 weeks. I even told the people, I was real young, I'm like, I'm not paying on it no more because you're not getting it fixed. And it had a warranty, but they didn't want to uphold the warranty. So I'm stressed. I'm having a fight. And this is when I first learned how dirty car salesman could be too, because this is my first experience. But I'm like, there's a warranty. You want to uphold it? I'm not going to pay that. I ended up talking to this woman, and she was like, let's, get the car paid. Get your payments up to date, and I will make sure that somebody comes out and get it with the warranty. And I was scared, so I'm like, I'm about to get them all my money, and they're not going to come through. Well, the woman was true to her word. They ended up coming out and getting the car. It needed a new engine. That's a whole nother story there. But anyways, the car ended up getting fixed. I'm still like, okay, we're still going to have to, continue with the transfer, just because if something happens in the future again, you want to be close to home. And we had already started the process. So I end up getting referred for the transfer, going in and doing the interview. And then at the time being told, hey, we'll let you know, you're here back from us. Even though I was doing the transfer, they still wanted to make sure it was a good fit. I want to meet you. I don't know you. Now, at the time, me and my ex-husband got pennies on the dollar. Okay, we are struggling financially. Rent is due. I'm terrified. I have not heard back from this place. Okay, I'm trying to get a job somewhere else. Because at the same time, I also was still a certified nursing assistant, but I had withdrew because I'm in school. I have a child, newlywed, and got another job. I'm trying to focus on other things, but now I need to go find another job in this field again, something that's more than just being afloat or on call. And I remember one day I was sitting there with my friend, and she was helping me out because my child's father was, going to work, venturing into this entrepreneur thing. So we only have just that one car still. I mean, that goes self-explanatory. If there was other cars, wouldn't be in a situation, right? So I remember hanging out with my friend, and she had a pickup truck. And I remember just hanging out with her, and her pickup truck was going around to pick up her son and all the stuff, running errands and things like that. And I remember being like, okay, since you got a pickup truck, we can put stuff in the back of your truck so I can pawn it. That's how much we needed money. We had flat screen TVs. I'm like, we got to pawn at least one of them. We had one in the room and one living room, pawn at least one of them, so we can come up on some type of money. We have no money. We still got to pay for gas and all this, y'all. And I'm just defeated. At this point, I'm like, the job never called me back. I'm just going to guess that they decided they wanted to go with somebody else, or I wasn't the best fit. Because I had already reached out once before via email, but didn't hear anything back. I was like, hey, I never heard back. Didn't hear anything back. It was like radio silence. So I left it alone. I'm setting up interviews now to go get me another job at CNA. Like, I'm trying to move quick. Now, I remember my friend, and this is why good friends are so good, being like, I'm not going to take you to pawn that TV because they're not going to give you what you need for it. I'll buy it from you. How much do you want for it? And she bought that TV for me, y'all. She bought that TV for me. I'll never forget that. She's like, I'll buy it for I'm getting ready to get a house. My son needed it anyways. I'll buy it from you. She bought it from me for a much more price than we would have had. So we had some money in our pockets. Y'all, I remember coming home. I was by myself. Got my little baby girl, who is now not a baby no more. I put her down for a nap or something like that. And I remember I went in the room. It was just like dark. And I just sat on a wall, slid down a wall, and cried. I'm like, there's really nothing I can do. Even if, with trying to set up interviews and things like that, it would take a while for the money to kick in. What if I don't get hired? Like, what do we do now? There's all these worries. While I was just sitting there in that tizzy, crying, scared, frustrated, I get a call from that job. I get a call from that job. And was like, hey, we found a place that we feel like you would be great at. Can you start tomorrow? Can you come in tomorrow? Y'all. And the pay was what it should be. Okay? So that just goes to say sometimes you do have that 11th hour miracle. It seems like nothing's going to work out. You're terrified. You're scared. You don't know what's going on. And God come through. And I stayed at that job for many years, actually. Many, many years. But yeah, I'll never forget that. But that just goes to say, like I said, I was telling my daughter's testimony, sometimes it seems like everything is going wrong. Car breaking down. No money in the house. Got to pawn things. No full time. Like, it just seems like, and everything, your best effort for everything doesn't seem to be working. And at that moment, God will send a miracle. He'll send somebody who will give you a better price for something. He'll get you on the phone with the right person to get that car fixed. He will send that job right when you need it. And we were so happy. He's my ex-husband now, but we were so happy at the time, so overjoyed. And it was a special type of joy for me because it was something I genuinely loved doing. And like I said, I did for many years. So yeah, keep your faith, even when it seems like all is failing, especially this economy now, everything going on. It could just seem like, what is the point of any of this? There is, still hope. Keep your faith. He always has a plan. He always got a ram to push. Love you.